And now, Giant Sports Talk Live. Here are your hosts, Eric and Glenn.
We're talking Giants every day.
Or when I show up.
From McCovey Cove to the Oracle Park lights, Eric and Glenn keep the fire burning bright, fighting for the glory, no matter what it costs us, breaking down the moments from the wins to the losses. Giant Sports Talk, we're here for the ride. Eric and Glenn with the fan base pride, talking dreams, will they contend? But we'll back the Giants till the very end. Let's go, Giants! Yes, yes, yes! Oh! Eric and Glenn breaking it down, all Giants all the time.
All right, welcome to Giant Sports Talk Live here for Game 2 postgame between the Giants and the Marlins. Glenn is back.
Hey, what's up?
hey.
You missed me?
It's good to have you back, man. Good to have you back.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
miss talking Giants baseball other than text with you. We texted every day, and you're like, this team couldn't hit their way out of a wet paper bag. I'm like,
That's
nothing's
exactly
changed.
what I said. That's exactly what I said. That is verbatim.
Hey,
Oh, my
and I
God,
don't want to
man.
get it all. Let's get it out of the way early, Eric. A lot of the guys, people have told me, hey, they're saying hi to you in the chat. You know, wishing you well. I appreciated that. There's a few, very few, who are personally involved in my life. Schmitty lives in the building in San Fran with me, so he texts me. Lou Marsden went out of his way checking in on me. I had to go home. My dad, my dad's not doing well, so. Got that trip out of the way. The boys were keeping in touch with me. Appreciate all the guys who were asking about me on the chat. I'm back. And you know what, Eric? I still watch the games. We were keeping in touch. My dad, like I said, he's not doing well, so I had to keep it calm. Bernice is like, I can't wait to see you back on the air. You got to get fired up again. You got fired up. And I'm telling you, boy, in that Detroit series, I would have been like smoking. Holy cow. Dude, I'll tell you, you guys had a rough week when I was gone.
Glenn, man, I don't even know where to go with you. I think you left right around the National Series. We won 2 of 3. We go to Detroit, lose 3 in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Now we've split so far. Tomorrow will be the determining factor on how the Giants finish this damn series. But I tell you what, Glenn, the pitching is out of this world. The pitching has been absolutely fantastic. But good God.
So Eric, you're going to have to carry me on this one. I'm along for the ride, the journey. It's going to be a long show for me because I was traveling today. I missed some of I missed everything. I saw the stats, but I got a question for you, Eric. Pitching's great. How do we lose 1-0 today? What was going on? When we get the bats a smoking, we lose 13-12. And when we 1-0, what happened? Tell me what happened, Eric.
I'll tell you what, the Giants got hits. The problem is they didn't score any runs. For the perfect example, Glenn, first inning, the bases are loaded. Up comes Willie Adames. Hold on, 182 million, 7 years. Willie Adames comes up to bat with the bases loaded. Okay, here we go. Did he get a hit? Did he have some type of out by making the bat on the ball? Or do you think he struck out? Take a guess.
I'll take door number 3 there.
There you go. He struck out. Struck out, man. Bases. Okay, now it's 2 outs. Two outs. Bases loaded.
So who would have been up next in the lineup?
Yastrzemski. We'll talk about the lineup, too. The lineup was a little weird.
Fly ball.
Strikeout. Ends the inning. Dude, Yaz is on the way down. Adames has been down. Chapman is starting to hit better. Ramos is still doing well.
A wise man would have said he struck out too, but I just said I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
Chapman actually was okay today. His last couple of games, he's actually been pretty decent. But that's
All right,
what he does.
So in my absence, has anything changed, Eric? If you don't get the what I'll call, for lack of a better word, elite, and I'm using that term loosely, when we don't get our hitters, our true hitters going, there's nobody to back them up. So I guess if you don't get Adames, you don't get Chapman, these guys. Eric, has anything changed? Are they still 200 hitters?
Yes, they are. Here.
Oh, boy.
In fact, I'll tell you, here. Well, one's a little bit higher in the 200s. One is getting close to the 100s.
That's got to be Chapman.
We still got a couple of guys in the 100s, by the way. Yes.
I know the guys in the chat still saying, well, wait till next month, Eric. Wait till next month.
No, that ship.
You know who I missed? Ship sailed. You know who I missed? You know who I'm talking to almost random strangers about baseball down in Nova Scotia on the trip down to see my dad, my family.
Uh-huh.
And I'm saying, you know what, boy, I can't wait to get home. It's been a rough trip. I want to talk Giants baseball. I miss Robert Rothberg. I miss the positivity. And I miss Chardall.
You miss, okay. We'll fix that tonight.
I missed Robert. I missed everybody, but
absolutely. All right, I'll tell you what.
All right, let's take a look at the stats, buddy. Let's jump into it if you want.
Today's Giants in Review on Giants Sports Talk Live.
Not pretty. Look at the Giants lose. By the way, Glenn.
Yes, sir.
Yesterday, the Giants won 2-0. Today they lose 1-0. So in 2 games, Giants have scored a total of 2 runs and yesterday they had 11 hits. 2 runs.
You know what I should have been doing while I was away, Eric? I never thought of it. You know, I sport like I got probably 20 different hats. Guys see me sporting them every night. I should have got a Marlins hat.
There you go. Did that last night.
Hey, you got a Marlins hat for me?
What a freaking dork, man.
Yeah.
God, but there you go.
Hey, I'm going to pull a Dan. I'm going to start wearing the other team's hat soon, buddy. Dude.
Oh, man, I know, dude.
Miami, wait a second. Okay, so guys, I'm along. If you didn't see the game, welcome into my reality today. Miami had 3 hits there. And an error.
That's it.
You have an error.
Yes.
Dude, there's nothing about that stat line.
That's good. It's not good.
There you go. They got a run on 3 hits, and they made an error, which should have cost them runs.
On 3 hits.
I don't get it.
I mean, either Glenn. I can't even. I don't get it.
Maybe the trip away has just done me good, Eric. I don't know.
You're gonna wish you were back. I'm telling you.
All right, take it away.
Miami is now 23-33. San Francisco drops to 32-26. 8 hits on no runs on 8 hits, no errors. Miami 1 run on 3 hits with 1 error. Winning is Cabrera. He's now 2-1 with a 4 ERA. Look at that Ray. A 2.4 ERA is 7. He got his first loss of the season. Fauché got the save, number 4 for him.
You know all the positivity that I did not predict, Eric, and I gotta tell you, I have no problem admitting when I wasn't wrong, but I didn't see a 7-1 start for Ray in the cards, man.
Me neither. I didn't see. No, I thought he was going to be good. I didn't think he was going to be this.
I thought good for this team might have been like a couple, maybe 5-3 for Ray.
This guy did everything he could possibly do as a starting pitcher.
Unbelievable.
To get the team to win. They did. I mean, goodness gracious. All right, here we go.
I don't want to jump all over the place, too. I missed a lot. Obviously, I missed most of your shows. I caught a couple in the hotel. So, you kept me entertained. There was a couple. I didn't see much. Did you cover it? And if you did, I want you to recap because I've only seen snippets. I want your opinion. Did you hear anything about Buster Posey's interview on KMBR this week? I heard a lot of people were like, "Oh, he was just sugarcoating stuff, and he wouldn't tackle." Is that true?
I don't, to be honest with you, I knew that's what it was going to be. So I didn't even bother talking about it because what's he going to say? He's not going to come out and say freaking Wade sucks, Bailey sucks, and Adames sucks. He's not going to come out and say that.
But what I read online was he was just playing everything safe, keeping it close.
Now, I'll tell you one thing. I had issue with this, and I put a tweet out and I responded to this on KMBR because he was talking about Willie Adames being a superstar. So I asked, I was like, Buster needs to be careful in throwing around the word superstar because Willie Adames is not a superstar. How do we know he's not a superstar? You look at the back of his baseball card. Not only that, what has he ever been chosen to go to the All-Star game? No. Has he ever won a Gold Glove? No. Has he ever won a Silver Slugger? No. He has no accolades whatsoever. So how can you sit there and label this man as a superstar? Look, and again, I'm not doing this to shit on the guy. I'm not. But when you throw the word around superstar, Willie Adames is not a superstar. He's not. Yeah, might be a great individual, right? Fantastic guy, right? And if that's what he's trying to say, I get it. If you want to call someone, hey, you're a superstar because, just because the way you conduct yourself. Okay, I get it. But if you're saying he's a superstar because of as a baseball player, he is not.
I said to you a few weeks ago, though, Eric, in one of the shows, just briefly in passing, I don't know what we were talking about, but I said, Eric, the San Francisco Giants throw the term star around, superstar. This team doesn't have any superstars.
Nope.
And I told you, who's that? Who's the guy from the guy in Philadelphia? Remember they were talking about bringing the local guy to play first base. What was his name?
Oh, Harper?
No, the local kid, not Bone.
Oh, Reese Hoskins.
So Reese Hoskins. So do you notice when in Giants world, certain statements, thoughts, predictions, they just grow legs. And this superstar thing is something along those lines. It's just, oh, he's a superstar. I'm like, give me rationale. There is none. But, he's a superstar. Eric, it doesn't make sense, buddy. You're on it.
No, it doesn't. And we'll get more into this. Let me finish this box score and we can get more into this because this is something. Hey, there you go, Chardol.
And do you agree with me? Somebody said Jung-Hoo Lee is my superstar. Well, he's a good player. I don't think he's a star. He's certainly not a superstar. And to be a superstar, Eric, I want to see like numbers that put you in the category of I want a triple crown.
Okay, hold on. In other words, you want to talk superstars. What are Shohei Ohtani, Aaron Judge, Bryce Harper, Ronald Acuna, Fernando Tatis, right? Manny Machado. You named
those are just today's players. Or even some of those names you mentioned kind of on the fringe for me. Superstars are Maris.
Yeah, I know. I get you. Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. Superstar.
Sure.
Star. Bryce Harper, star player, Eric. Judge, he's a star on his way to be a superstar. I don't even give him superstar.
Oh, you're not even giving. Oh, look at you. You're tough. Tough.
You got to do it for, oh, geez, they're calling Chapman. Chapman's a superstar. My God, Chapman can't put one good season together, Eric. Come on. Am I wrong? Wrong?
No. And I'll tell you what, if you want to, we'll just talk about this real quick. Chapman, fantastic third baseman, right?
Absolutely.
Right? Fantastic third baseman.
Great glove.
But he's a mid-bat.
Yeah.
He's a mid-bat.
Well, it's the same. There's nothing different than the guys in the chat. What I was here before I left, they were still giving me gears about I'm not in on Bailey, man. I'm not in on Bailey. And he's a star. He's a framer, man. I'm like, dude, if you can't hit, like, where's the balance act between one thing you do as well makes you a star?
And here's the thing. And here's the problem. When you have someone like Patrick Bailey, you could hide his bat, but you can't hide four. You see what I'm saying? How do you hide four bats in a lineup? You can hide one. You ain't hiding four.
That's what I've said all season. I've been saying that all season long, Eric. Our guys piggybacking on that now. That's what I've said since opening day. I said, I was on the hot corner 2-3 weeks ago saying that. I said, when you got three guys batting 100 and change.
Right.
Where do you, and I started the show by saying that. So if a couple of guys who are considered our great players, right? If the Chapmans don't hit, the Lees don't hit, the Ramos don't hit, and you want to throw Adames and his piss poor average in there. If he don't hit, who hits?
Thank you. That's the $64,000 question there, Glenn. Jay, what's up, Jay? Hopefully you're having a great Saturday night. Says, what makes the road trip worse? They've scored only 14 runs, but given up 16, just 16. Imagine if they had any offense. Look at that. That's ridiculous, man.
Okay, you take a look at the stats. I keep jumping in and jumping on your toes, stepping on you.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Hey, you're ready to go. I get it. Ramos, 2 hits. Look at that. He's batting 292 with an 846. You know what that is? That's an all-star right there. That's another that will make you an all-star.
These days.
Yes.
These days.
I mean, that's pretty damn good, man. Jung-Hoo Lee had 2 hits. Was nice to see. Had also stolen base. He's batting 277. Flores, 0-4 today. Kind of tough. He hit it into another double play today. He's, again, the guy is clutch, but when he hits it on the ground, man, he just doesn't have the wheels to beat out those double plays or even to try to get an infield hit. That's just not his game. Chapman had 2 hits today, which is nice. His average is now up to 239. Remember, it was like down to 213 at one time before you left. He was on base, as a matter of fact, 3 times because he also drew a walk. Adames, 0-4. He did have 2 walks, but you see that strikeout? That strikeout came with the bases loaded.
He's batting 207.
Yes.
That's in the last 10 days. He's dropped probably 20, 30 points. Eric, he's a bad series away from being a 100 hitter.
Yes, I know, man.
Isn't that incredible? And we paid how much for this guy?
$182 million for 7 years.
For a 182 batter.
Dude.
Think about it.
Dude.
We're paying $1 million a point.
There. Yes, he's kind of been falling off. Only 1 hit, had a strikeout again with the bases loaded. Look at that. When you left, he was batting into 270s. Look where he's at now. Yeah. He's coming down to Mike Yastrzemski type numbers, 220, 230, man. Fitzgerald had 1 hit with 2 strikeouts. Wade, no hits, 2 strikeouts.
Is Wade going backwards or he's just stagnant?
That's where he's at. That's who he is. I'm sorry, that's who he is.
I'm starting to think that we look in a couple of years, that is the back of his baseball card.
Yeah. And then Huff had no hits. Again, they had 8 hits, 8 strikeouts. They drew 4 walks, but a big fat 0 in the runs.
I was sitting in the Toronto airport, and I was looking up Schmidt's stats on my iPad. Mm-hmm. People always talk about, wait till Schmidt gets in there. Eric, Schmidt has not, he does not have numbers at all.
Well, he doesn't. But this is the problem, and we could talk about this because maybe it's time just to
play him every day.
Start playing these guys every day.
Was it the Detroit series? I said to my dad, was it the Detroit series he played? Because this team is still playing the freaking lefty-righty game, Eric. They're still doing this madness. A little bit of Farhan, the smell still lingers. But I said to my dad, I said, you know what? He didn't even have a great game. I said, Schmidt, they should just come back with him tomorrow, and they didn't.
Yeah.
That was earlier this week. So I think it was the Detroit series, the final game Wade was back in. I go, this is what, my dad loves baseball. So we were watching the games while I was texting you, and I go, this is Giants baseball. And his word is always, you ready for this?
Let's hear it.
This is woeful.
Woeful. Woeful. Hey, that's a pretty good name.
I'm going to have to get a clip from him. We'll put him in there.
We're going to have to get that.
Son, this is woeful.
That's a great word. Woeful. I love it. There we go. I like it. But,
show me the pitching.
Well, first off, yesterday, Glenn, they were 2 for 12.
That's not, 0 for 6, 2 for 12. Same in my books.
Ray, 7 innings, man. 7 innings. Only 2 hits. 1 earned run. 3 walks, 9 strikeouts. Did everything he possibly could do to get the freaking win. Rodriguez came in with another clean inning. Again, what are you going to do?
The bullpen's been pretty tight, man.
But let's take a look at this lineup. Everybody was talking about they wanted to move Fitzgerald up. Well, they moved him up. Look at that. They had him batting in the 7 hole today. But how the hell do you have Chapman, Adames, and Yastrzemski back to back to back? Chapman, okay, but why would you have Adames and Yastrzemski when they're both on the downturn? Well, I shouldn't say. Yes, is on the downturn. Adames has been down for quite a while. So what is the purpose of that freaking construction there?
I know. And I know you don't agree with me. You don't agree with me, and that's fine. We all have bring that back up, Eric, please. And leave it right where it was.
What do you want to look at? Right where it was?
I want to look at the stat, the lineup, today's lineup, and I'm going to point something out. So you may recall a number of shows I kept saying, look, you are about, so Ramos batting 292, and look, he's getting 2 hits, 3 at-bats today. He had a walk, so, dude, he was like basically 3 for 4 in the game.
Yeah, right.
All right? You're your idea is get him lead off or second. Get your hitters up top because they're going to get more up. Eric, what the hell's the sense of having he to me is still your cleanup guy. Hope put a Fitzgerald or Yastrzemski at the top of the hope they get on and set the table for your hitter because they're not setting the table for Flores and Chapman and Adames, are they?
I would love to see Ramos bat third right now. I would love to see him bat third because
earlier in the show you kicked it off by telling me, guess what happened when they hit the bases loaded? Well, if you got those guys coming up and they're the meat of your lineup and there's no meat on the bone.
Yeah, I know, man.
What's the sense of having a great hitter leading off if you can't score them and losing 1-0 on a team that got 3 hits and gave up an error?
Let's not forget.
The madness! I'm back to this. Oh, I came back to this.
Glenn, hold on. Let's take a look at.
It's crazy.
Hold on.
It's great. It doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't. And if you try to make it sense, it's just gonna. Hold on. Let me go. Team pitching. Look at this.
And there's really nothing. You agree, don't you? There's really nothing on the bench other than we got
nothing.
We got Encarnacion. You better hope Encarnacion is like.
He's not going to be a revelation. I'm sorry.
Well, you better hope. Light a match, blows a fart, and the thing goes crazy. He sets it aloft.
Oh man, look at this, Glenn. This is the ERA team pitching. Look where the Giants.
Look at that.
Where do the Giants rank?
Mm-hmm.
Almost to the top. That is absolutely incredible.
It is.
Look at that. Giants pitching.
Look at that whip. Woo.
Where's the Marlins pitching? They're 27th. They're 27th, and you can't score a damn run? Dude.
Well, the argument there, Eric. Our lineup can make any pitching staff look good.
Well,
don't matter who you throw against our team. They look like freaking Steve Carlton against us.
Now, let's look at hitting, and let's just look at batting average. We'll just look at batting average and OPS.
I need that. That whistle.
Yeah, the.
There you are, 25th.
25th. Where are they in OPS? In other words, extra base hits.
Hey, Robert. Was just talking about
24th.
You. 24th, buddy.
It's not getting it done, guys.
And be frank, Eric. From 24 down, you're putting yourself in with the Pittsburghs and the White Sox and the Rockies.
Yes, that's what the Giants' hitting is. The pitching is at almost the top, but the hitting's down near the bottom, and that's why the record is what it is because of the pitching. It's not because of the hitting. And again, this is, what do we? Okay, I tell you what, guys.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Breaking news just in. Uh-oh.
Yeah,
uh-oh.
Ryan Weathers.
I see that hasn't changed since I left.
No, it hasn't.
I was playing over-unders and I was betting on games. Hey, dude, you want a sure thing? They say there are no sure things in sports. Well, a sure thing, bet the visitor playing the Giants when they throw the lefty, Eric. You're in the money.
There you go. Hey, Fosse's welcoming me back there.
Thanks,
right
buddy.
On, man. Right on.
Yeah, a little worn out, but boy, it's not hard to get fired up when you're talking this crap.
I tell you what, is it just time to sit there and say, you know what? Pull the Band-Aid off. They should just DFA Wade, right? Just DFA him. Or just put him on the bench. I don't even know if you could do that.
Dude, you tell me, will the real San Francisco Giants step up? Will they ever be able to do? Well, no, but it's like you're trying to cut your buddy.
I think they will, because if you notice, over this last week, I think he's been out of the starting lineup a few times. So I think it's coming. I think it's coming because you can't. What else are you going to do? The first base is an abomination for this team.
Since day one.
Right. But
all season. And this isn't a slump. Well, Eric, this ain't no slump.
And here's the thing. Would it be this much of an issue if other guys were hitting? You see what I'm saying? There's more cat. Yep. If other guys are, if Willie Adames and Matt Chapman were performing to what their contracts are, would we be talking about this Wade business? Would we be
There you
talking about
go.
Bailey?
Thank
I
you.
guarantee you, we
That's what
probably
I'm saying.
wouldn't be. We wouldn't
Yeah.
be. We wouldn't be. But because the entire lineup, I shouldn't say the entire, a large majority of the lineup is just not getting it done, man.
Throw a dart. Throw a dart. Okay,
Yeah.
Minnesota Twins, okay? A couple of guys have a bad game. Somebody picks them up. The
Yes.
bottom of the line. Nobody is there to pick up if we have a bad day top to bottom, Eric. So, like I said, you got to hope that Wilmer has a good day every day. And Ramos, you're begging these guys to, we need you.
Remember what I said a couple of weeks ago, Glenn?
Who?
I said, no, actually.
Jennifer?
It-
Sound like me calling Valerie. They were going to say Jen. Sorry. Val.
Actually, it's about a month ago. I said, if these other guys, right, who are leading the charge, remember Jung-Hoo Lee, Flores,
Yeah.
Ramos, if they're leading the charge, right, but the other guys ain't kind of picking it up, what happens when Lee and Ramos and Flores start fading? Are they going to step it up? And guess what? We found out the answer. They have not. Because Lee is not the same guy as he was before. Flores is not the same guy as we saw before. Ramos is still there. But the other guys haven't stepped in. This is an entire season of, look, Glenn,
Hello.
this is May 31st, man. This is May 31st. This is no longer early, guys. I think we've said this for a while now. This is no longer early. You don't sit here and maybe this is just who Adames is this year. I mean,
you've got your finger on the pulse of the last week more so than me. I've been in and out watching some games with my dad, but Eric, I don't think there's been many runs in the past 10 days.
Oh! You want to talk about runs in the past 10 days?
Where's the run support for the pitching, man?
I'll tell you, hey, let's
what did they score? What did they score yesterday? 2? 3?
2.
So 2 was a big day for this club.
Hey, let's go beyond 10 games. How about that? How about we go back 13 games?
Do it. Enlighten me.
You want to go back 13 games?
Enlighten me while I have
From Alex Pavlovich. The Giants have gone 13 straight games without scoring more than 4 runs for the first time since 1988. Their lineup since the Wilmer Flores game, in other words, remember when he hit the 3 home runs?
Yeah.
Against the A's. This is what they've hit, or this is what they've scored. 1, 3, 1, 3, 4, 4, 0, 3, 1, 1, 3, 2, 0.
So in that stretch, you got 4 games that were lucky to break the shutout, man.
Is that unbelievable? 13 straight games where they have not scored more than 4 runs. This is the worst it's been since 1988, Glenn.
I know. And chat, Eric, you can't come in anymore and say that, this is just a lull. A lull, if you will. That's not a lull. When you see 1313440311320.
That's not.
I knew it was bad. I didn't. Sorry, I brought it up. Jesus,
dude, this is who they are. This is who they are. And by the way, guys, this was the last game in May. What did the Giants finish? Anyone know what their record is for the month of May? Yeah,
probably
I know.
Around 5, maybe a game below.
Here we go. Let's. Where is it at? Hold on. Actually, let me get it first.
And see, like John Waite, missing you. John White's there saying, looking forward to Monday. I thought everybody was looking forward to the Miami series,
dude.
Eric, where they can't score any runs.
You would hope they could get right against Miami.
Yep.
Nope.
Yep.
Okay, where the hell is it at? I'll find it in
And
a
I
minute.
thought they'd actually played better and been able to get a little more pop against Detroit. And, dude, it's like they didn't show up.
Again, guys,
And
let's
you know
take a
what
look.
kills you, Eric? You know what kills me as a Giant fan? Is I would be, if I go back and review, which I might do it later, I probably we've wound up after doing it. I do the show. Guys in the chat don't know, Eric, that you and I do this show, and then I text you at 4 a.m. I go, I can't sleep. Wound up. But if I go back and look at the last few days of leading up, maybe the Detroit series, at any point, I'm going to put on my Kreskin hat, my Schwami.
There you go.
You remember the amazing Kreskin?
Yeah,
I can read your mind. At any point, did the great Eric say, I might be a little worried about going into Miami series.
I said that. We always play
To the
awful in
level
Miami.
of the competition.
Yeah, and then that's something telling. If you play down to the level of competition, that speaks to more about your construction of a team.
Yep.
What's up, Cavity? He does it all the time. What's up, Cavity? I haven't seen you in the chat before. Welcome to the fraternity that we call Giant Sports Talk Live. He says, I do that all the time, my friend, too. In other words, in the middle of the night, wondering what in the hell's going on.
Eric, I don't know if you saw any action before our show. I watched 8th, 9th, and extra innings between Seattle and Minnesota. Dude, baseball of the year. Innings that were amazing. The pitching, the hitting, timely hits, but the pitching mowing down big hitters like Arenado. And it was must-see ball.
Yeah,
but Eric, what have I said to you since the start of the season? The Giants construct a lineup that is boring.
Well, you know why it's boring? Because no one's freaking hitting. That's the problem. That's the problem.
Baseball. Now they're not manufacturing runs, and now they're not even hitting home runs.
That's a great point.
Jeez, I don't know, man.
Just
for once, I'd like to say I was wrong and go, holy crap, this is amazing. We're going to win 90. Hey, Robert. Hey, I'd love to say we're going to win 90 games, but I can't.
Yeah, I can't say that.
And everybody's saying, is Glenn going to change his? You know what? Nope. I still say there's going to be a month coming up this year. There's still 4 or 5 months left in the season, Eric. And there's a month coming when you go,
one more.
Geez, this month they played 9 games under. It's coming.
Yeah. It might. Well, let's look at this.
Give it another week. There'll be like 6 guys batting 200. Jesus. I should have stayed on a length.
Yeah.
Take what do you call a sabbatical for like 2 months?
I know.
I'll come back to the trade deadline show and say, we in it or not?
Here's Jeff Young. Jeff Young, the San Francisco Giants pitching staff led baseball with a 2.6 ERA in May. Despite that, they finished with a 13-14 record due to a total collapse.
I like that. Total
offense.
Collapse.
Total collapse. Look, guys.
Who wrote that? Jeffrey Young.
Now. Let me say this right now. You cannot come after us and say that we're always Debbie Downers. We just come on here and we tell the truth about how the team is playing.
Call a spade and tell it like it is. And so is Jeff. Hey, Jeff.
So Jeff,
aboard.
Look what Jeff is saying. He is saying a total collapse.
The Pepsi almost went up the nose again.
That one was a total collapse of the offense. Total collapse. Yeah. I haven't even said that. I haven't even uttered those words, utter collapse or total collapse. The Giants extended their streak to 13 games of not scoring more than 4 runs. We already talked about that. Well, there you go. Look, guys, come on. Brajesh.
And look at the last line, Eric. Yes. Everybody is using that. Everybody's on board with the, 13 games, not scoring more than 4.
You're not scoring
runs.
Out there. That's a problem.
It's out there.
That's a problem. And look, we need to change now. Get rid of late not Lamont.
Way to go.
I think let's talk about that. Let's get into this. There's got to be a shakeup, right? Sometimes you just have to,
hope for the best.
Because it's not working right now.
Thanks, Isabel.
It's not.
Thank you.
It's not freaking working. And it's pissing me off. So something has to happen.
Kevin, there you go.
Stats don't lie. Thank you. The back of the baseball card. And look, this is May 31st. And it's not, Glenn, it's not getting any easier because after this Miami series, guess who they come home to?
What do we got?
4 games with San Diego.
Oh, Jesus.
Look, then 3 games with Atlanta.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm willing here on the show tonight, Saturday, May 31st. We're heading into a new month. Fresh Eric, a fresh beginning, a new beginning. Season 8, a new beginning.
A new beginning.
The big inning. And you know what? I'm gonna give it one more week. If we got San Diego and Atlanta and we look and say they played to the level of the competition, we played a couple of games, we won But when we win both series, I'll go, yeah, we got a problem playing to the cup. There's a mental problem with the team. But if we get smoked in these two, I'm jumping into the foxhole and you can take the barrage. I'm going into.
I'm jumping in
I'll
the box.
play coward and you go to the front lines on your own.
Oh man, I tell you what. But hey, Mark, so are the Giants. But
There you go.
So after Atlanta, then you got to go to Colorado and play Colorado, and then you go to LA and play the Dodgers. Then you come back home and play the Guardians, and then Boston.
And that line Mark uses, Braves very inconsistent. You can drop every team in it. Miami Marlins very inconsistent, but they beat us 1-0, Eric, today on 3 hits. Like
3 hits.
It's not. I look at that line earlier with you. It's not what we did. It's what the hell Miami was able to do on such a limited budget today. Jesus, how does that happen?
So what do you do, guys?
Winning ugly.
Okay, I tell you what. So should we do this, guys? Should Matos just get the brunt of the at bats in right field? What do you guys think?
Right?
Right
Eric, you know what? They're going to
now.
have to go a home stretch or a home series. Get that series. Play your young guys. We're going to go back to play the young guys again.
Just do it. Just play Matos every day in right field.
Schmitty, Matos, just let the chips fly for a week. I wouldn't mind that this week.
But you know what sucks, though, for Schmidt? Because Encarnacion is coming back. And I think he's going to get the brunt of the at-bats at first base. That's my guess.
I still think they're gonna like slide him in. I don't think he's gonna play the next 20 games in a row. I think they're gonna slide him in a game off, a game. But again, you're putting your eggs in the Girard Mexican League basket, Eric. Is that what we're doing here? Is that what this has become?
Yeah. See, you can't bring
Let's hope
McRae.
the Mexican League guy comes in and helps us.
See, you can't. The problem with McRae is he's a lefty. And Yaz is a lefty. You don't want to have two lefties. You have to have a different-handed bat. That's why you have to run with Matos. You got to see what you have in Matos. You just got to give him the run. You have to, because you don't know what you have. You just don't. This is what's so damn. No, Luciano, no, McRae, no. You can't, because they're not doing it in AAA, man. Those guys got like 30% strikeout rates right now. If they're getting 30% strikeout rates in AAA, what do you think they're going to do at the major league level? That's the problem.
Exactly. And
We
you tell me,
have
Eric,
a cavalry. Glenn, there's no cavalry to come.
I know, but you tell me. So, Eric, you did stop. You're gonna get me chest pains tonight. Listen, you just throwed all those names.
Yes.
Can we for once just say we're willing to move off guys in the minors and take a chance on somebody?
But there's no one to. That's the problem.
How come the LA Dodgers, who they say the greatest minor league system? How come you know why they got the greatest minor league system? Means you can just trade them all away.
Yep.
We got nobody we can trade away because nobody wants them, Eric.
And Greg, you're spot on. We need a trade.
Oh, they got to spice it up. Yes.
This is why Posey needs to make a move. Yeah, I think. And the problem is, and Brijesh. The problem is, you can't trade Luciano because he's down. That's the problem. You can't trade guys when they're down because you're going to get no value. They got to play well, bring up your value, then you make the trade.
So it's a fine line. They're not playing the Matoses of the world either, or the Schmitz. So there's no trade value on this team. Unless you trade a name.
No,
you're gonna have to trade a player.
There is people we could trade, and it's the young arm. And I know there's guys out there that don't want to trade the young arms, but you have to. You have to be able to trade one of these young arms to get a bat. You have to. That's the only way that the Giants are going to be in this for this year.
Your buddy, I tell you what, a whole can of worms last week. Your old buddy Coach Emilio last week.
Yep. Yeah, big
web. Open up the old web trade again. Who was Eric? I'm going to go back. Bernice even said it. She goes, I remember when you were on with Eric and Dan over a year ago.
You guys talked about that.
I said he is not an ace on more than 70% of Major League teams. He's not
He is
the
now.
number one
He's
starter.
really good.
And Dan said, yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Now, I watched his bit the other day. He's not a number one. So he jumped in my camp now a year later. And he wants him traded. Should. And again, trade him while he's worth something,
Hot.
Eric.
Yeah, I get it.
When we build this, where is he going to be in his career?
I tell you what. Hold on. I tell you what.
Oh,
There's a way
God,
to go
I need
do
a
this.
break.
Mint Lab, thank you for the $2. Maybe you guys could bring
There
Farhan Zaidi back. That's funny. Ha ha.
I think there's still a stench of Farhan lingering.
There is absolutely. Okay, I tell you what though. This is the thing. This is the problem. If you're going to trade look at this particular time, because the Giants are, what is that? 30 to what did I say they are? 32-26. You're not mailing it in right now, guys. You're just not. They're playing absolute like shit. But it can be salvaged, I guess, if you make a move, right? Maybe, maybe not. Because I think it's going to take more than one guy. Would you agree? It takes more than one guy right now to get this team in order. So
You see
maybe
what JG is saying? He says
Yeah,
Webb
yeah.
is an ace on
right now,
95%.
this year,
Eric,
dude,
the
this year
problem
he's
is,
awesome.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. Because if we went through every team in Major League Baseball, okay, is he an ace on this team? No, they got Dylan Cease. Is he an ace on this team? No, they got this guy. Eric, he's not an ace because they've already got a good pitcher on all these teams. They've got a guy. So he's like, is it Webb or is it their ace? And there's a toss-up. He's not an ace. He'd be an ace on the Miami Marlins, Eric. He'd be an ace on the Colorado Rockies. Would he be an ace in San Diego? I don't think he is.
I tell you what, though, right now, this year, he's having a fantastic year.
So trade him.
But hold on. I'll tell you why you don't do it. Hold on. Let me I'm going to do something here. This is
JG. Hey, JG, if we had Dylan Cease in our pitching staff right now, you're saying trade him, I'd say you're crazy. Webb, I would move on. Webb, how many years has Webb been a Giant?
Gosh, I'm not sure. He came in. Didn't he come up in 2019? 2019, right? I think so.
And are we a winning ball club?
No. Well, yeah, we are right now. Last couple of years, we haven't. Oh my gosh.
Joey, yeah, he was second in Cy Young voting 2 years in a row. And how many playoff series have we been in since 2015? We were in 16 and gone because we had no pitching. And then when he came on the scene, Eric, we won with smoke and mirrors a few years ago, and we were out in the first round of the Dodgers.
Yeah,
if we're not going to win with what we've got, and you say, "Oh, they're great," how great are the players if we don't win, Eric?
This is the problem. I'm telling you right now. If the Giants are in it, okay, there's two ways to go, and right now the Giants are in it. So what do? You don't trade Webb and you don't trade Robbie Ray. You just don't because you're in it. All right, and remember,
get creative.
There's 2 months until the trade deadline. So you trade your youth. If you want to improve it now, then you go out there and you trade one of your young guys and go out there and get a damn bat. That's what you do. If they're out of it, right? The guy I would trade is freaking Robbie Ray. That's the guy you need to trade, not Logan Webb.
Why?
Because I'm telling you, he's a left-hander and he's freaking a strikeout machine. And dude, a team that's contending will take Robbie Ray in a heartbeat.
He's 7-1.
Exactly.
He's 7-1. So I don't see your logic. So we keep
because if you're out of it.
Yeah, I think you got a little bit of it. Well, you can't keep.
No, he's out. If you're out of it, he's only got one more year left of control.
All right. My opinion is it's short and sweet. If you can trade Robbie Ray's 7-1 mark, you can trade anybody on that roster.
Yeah. Well, I hear what you're saying, but what I'm saying is you could get that piece back. That's going to be something significant. That's my point about that. But I still think they trade a young guy. It's just too early right now. We're talking this. We got 2 months. I'm going to tell you something right now.
I agree.
Because right now, teams who are going to be buyers could be sellers, vice versa when it comes to the end of July.
Yeah, but you know what? Alive, I kind of see where you're going. They kind of look like they're getting out of it, Eric. Things are getting out of hand. They're going to be a 500 ball club soon.
No, And look, I get it, but I'm not going to quote unquote panic. Now, when they're actually at 500 and it looks really bad, well, then we got another conversation. They're still 32-26.
Hold on a second. Okay. Hold on a second. So Eric was here during the off season saying, they haven't made any big moves. Not going to panic. Well, I think it was about the opening day of training camp. He goes, well, maybe we should panic. We'll see what happens as the season kind of continues. Back to our scheduled programming. I hope you didn't hear any of that.
It's true though.
It is true. Panicking. You were like, you were saying,
I wasn't panicking.
I'm like, dude, we're not doing anything.
Dude, I was like, oh, this is going to be, and I was totally wrong. 100%.
And they dropped the hammer on you when you went, oh, no.
Yeah.
To the D-back.
They did. They dropped
and that's when you went, time to panic. What are we doing? Yeah. What are we doing? Yeah. We paid $1 million for every single point of Adames batting average this year.
And here's
$1 million a point.
And here's the thing. Joshua, I think, who was it? Was it Joshua that talked about it? I can't remember if it was you, Joshua. Think about this. If the Giants were just that much better with their offense, where would this record be? That's what I'm saying. You got to make a move because the pitching is keeping you in it, man.
Yes.
You're the second best team in ERA.
There you go.
You got to lock down freaking bullpen. You got to just go out there, and maybe it is time to just say, you know what? The hell with it. Let's trade with one of our young guys, and we get a freaking bat. And who is that bat? I don't know, man.
JG saying Glenn, and JG welcoming me back. Oh, he's on me. Glenn, did you know the Dodgers are 500 ball club after their 8-0 start? Yeah, but you know the one thing that if I'm a Dodger fan, Eric, that does not concern me? They'll go out tomorrow and go, all right, things aren't going too good. Time to make a deal.
They did make a deal. Did you see? They got Alexis Diaz from the Reds.
Yes, they're a team that does not sit on their ass.
They don't.
And they don't play favorites. Dude, if they could trade Betts or Freeman tomorrow and win, they would. They keep it's like a revolving door at Safeway. It keeps turning and churning, and we're stagnant. Dude, we won't even, can't get, the Lamont Wade situation is a little fragile now. Get rid of them. They don't even want to do that, Eric.
Yep.
When they won't do the cut and dry things, they're not going to take risk. True.
Well, you know what? Yes, but you know what? Maybe, Glenn, maybe the situation that changes something here. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to go in with this team straight out of spring training, and you got everyone's feeling great. You had a fantastic spring. April started off with a bang, but then reality is now starting to set in. And I think I said this before. I think they played over their heads in the beginning of April. But you know what? They were playing how they were playing in spring training. Right now, this team is not playing like how they did when they came out of spring training. They're not getting those key hits. They're just not playing the small ball. Now, they're still, over the last couple of games, it looks like they're stealing a little bit more bags, but they're not getting those key hits. That's the problem.
I'm going to throw this at you. They had a great, they hardly lost in the preseason, Eric. That carried over the start of the year.
It did.
So you know what my logic would be to that? A little hocus pocus. You're going to think I'm crazy. Preseason. You're not fit. You're some guy. I'm sure along the way they may have faced a pitcher and scored 8 runs that's now bagging groceries at a Safeway somewhere. And the opening couple of weeks of the season, they were red hot. But were pitchers really even like coming in bearing it? But they got their, were they online at that time? So maybe as things are playing out, that's why you're seeing we got what we got. Because now they're facing the elite pitching around Major League Baseball.
Mm-hmm.
The hitting against us seems to be just good enough to win. So maybe we were winning because we were facing inferiority.
Well, because remember how we had that one road series. Remember, we beat the Yankees. We split with Philadelphia. So we were doing well.
That was like the first 3 weeks of the season.
Yeah.
You think, okay, we play those series all over again in July or August.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah. It's a different team. I agree.
And it's not minus 14 degrees there and raining at Yankee Stadium. They were playing in Jung-Hoo Lee after. He's like, dude, I've never played a game like that. I wanted to wear a parka. He had his what do you call it? Balaclava on. I thought he was going snowmobiling in the Arctic. There's nothing worse than watching Major League ball players wearing the black Valley Clav, and all you see is like, they're ready to rob a local bank. Jesus, between innings.
Take a look at this. Yes, we were swept by the Tigers, but the Tigers are probably the first or the second best team in all of baseball, right?
Greg, I love you, but he says the Giants haven't played close to their potential. I think they've met their potential. They've been playing. They've been playing great ball.
I get what
well, you said it earlier. This is what we got.
That's what I'm saying. It makes me wonder: is this who they are this year?
So their potential is what we've got.
Now
we could get better with a few deals.
Yeah, the potential right now is looking bad because I don't know what's going on. And hey, speaking of that, look at this.
And then the potential is in the hands of Buster Posey and management now.
Check this out. This is going to be scary.
Eric, it's been a while. Let me fire it up.
I'm having chest pain.
Jesus.
Check this out.
Working up a sweat with you.
Each of them, well, one's got 46, one's got 44. They both got 5 home runs. One's 25 one 25 RBIs, one 17. 5 stolen bases to 3, batting 244 to 209. On base, 346 to 287. Slugging, 389 to 332. OPS plus. Guess what, Glenn?
Hello.
Which one is getting paid 9 figures and which one is getting paid what is that? 7.
Geez, you put me back to work. You put me under.
Why not
run the Monte Carlo over me and then back up again? I don't know. Come on. The numbers are pretty close.
One guy is batting, or is earning 7.
So you're going to tell me it's the guy on the right, obviously. There you go. Holy. Come
on. Dude.
Bringing it hot, Eric.
Dude. Come on. There's something wrong with that.
Those numbers, that just tells you why we're in the situation we're in.
Something's wrong, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, but then Buster Posey's got the balls to call him a superstar. So you know what he's telling me? He's telling me Mike Yastrzemski's a superstar if he's saying that Adames and those numbers are.
I'm telling you. Look at this. Those are horrid numbers on the right. And we're getting ready to go into June. Tomorrow, June 1st.
Alive is right, but Adames is the cheerleader.
You're not wrong.
Nope. Did I hit that or do you? Sorry about that.
No, that's all good.
Yeah. You know what, skaters? Eric, answer that. Is he lost or is that what we've got?
That might be who he is.
Might be. He's never been a superstar, Eric.
He's never been a superstar. Last year, he had a good year. He had a couple other years where he had good years. Good years.
Do it again. Back up the bus. Skaters probably joined us late. Eric, give us the routine. Give us your shtick again. How many Gold Gloves? How many times he led the league in stolen bases?
How many times has he been selected for an All-Star? How many times has he been selected to an All-Star? 0. How many times has he won a Silver Slugger? 0.
I'm just going to leave it there.
Yeah, it's all zeros. Sure. Yeah, he hits home runs. Okay. What else has he done? He ain't this bad. There's times, it wasn't that long ago, he batted 217. He's got a career average of 240.
And the one thing when you watch the Giants, like Eric and I, and I'm sure many of you guys do as well, watch most of the games. Eric, he'll turn in a play like he's the best shortstop that ever played the game. Until the next game when he throws the ball 8 feet over the first baseman's head. He's got Yastrzemski scattered along the outfield line trying to gobble up a ball that he throws wide. So he's unpredictable at best, Eric. At best, he's unpredictable. That's why I always get mad at these guys, Eric. When you start throwing around superstar and you start having pictures with walk-in music, and you better be able to walk the walk, buddy. If you're going to start, throwing accolades and flowers out, buddy.
Yeah.
Let's do the laser light show, and then your closer can't get a strikeout or an out.
Oh, by the way, did you see that Doval's back as the dude? I'll tell you one thing. That's a bright light right there, because
it is. But Giants being Giants, you know what the talk around ball was in the other chats? They're like, sneaky. The Giants wouldn't even announce that. That kind of slipped by. Apparently they made that decision before the Tigers series, and it's sort of, oh yeah, by the way, this weekend we forgot to tell you.
Yeah, he said it after the last game against
probably Detroit.
The last game against Detroit. That's what it was.
Yeah. So it's not like they're out there, but we all knew. You saw it coming, didn't you, Eric? You saw it.
Yeah, dude. And look, did I think Willie Adames was going to play this bad? No, I did not. I didn't think he was going to be some kind of, as we say, superstar, but I didn't think he was going to play this bad. And it's horrible. And, I think it was Jeff Young talked about it. His bat speed has gone down 2 miles an hour, Glenn.
Yeah.
What does that mean in the scheme of things? I don't know, but it sounds like it's affecting him. He cannot make contact with that low and away. I mean, I don't know. D-backs are coming back, are they? Nice. This is abnormal play for Adames. You think? I mean, he's a career 240 hitter. Yeah. Oh yeah. I was one of them. I didn't like what Camilo was doing at all, but he's turned it around now. Look, maybe they said, "Hey, dude, you got to figure it out." You don't figure it out, and then, well, guess what? You're out of here.
You know what, Eric? I got something for you, baby. I'm the guy who's always the wild one on this show, and I'm the guy who gets fired up, and I'm the guy who has to stand up to Chardall, and he says, "Okay, Eric, you're not entertaining. You got to stand your ground, Eric." So Cole Dunstan says you got to silence the haters. Eric, got myself a new lid. I said, if we're not going to win any ball games, I'll wear my new lid.
I love it.
I love the haters. Keep it coming.
Oh man, no, that's great.
You like that? I said that's for the show.
There you go.
I got to make it sized, but hey, the haters will be haters, man. Somebody says, I wish you had answered it earlier. I can't find it now. It says, oh, JG. JG's bringing some great comments, by the way, tonight. I don't agree with them all, but he's coming. Why do they need to make a big deal? You got to make a big deal because you're not going to win with what you got.
Or, it doesn't even have to be a quote-unquote big deal. Get a better freaking player at first base. Yeah. Maybe get a better player at right field.
I don't like the fact they just are content to sit idle.
That's all I'm asking. Get a better player. I'd be ecstatic if you go out there and get a 260 hitter, man.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Son of a bitch, man.
I'm sure if you did a poll of the fan base of other teams and said, what do you think of the Giants? They'd all be saying, what are these? They're afraid to make moves.
Yep, exactly. All right, guys. Hey, before we get any further, Glenn.
You know what I'm going to start? I'm going to bring a new phrase to this show. Paco.
Oh, shit. Don't.
Yeah. Posey always chickens out.
Let's not go there. I do. Let's not go there.
I can't even say it. I'm laughing. Little something I picked up on the road trip to Nova Scotia.
Yeah, I bet you did.
Paco.
Oh, man.
Hey, if there's a guy named Paco playing in the Mexican League, I'd take him right now. Jesus. Paco.
Oh, man. I can't believe he went there.
Welcome back.
Oh, man.
I'm glad I'm back, Eric.
It's funny, though. That was good, though. That was a good one. Taco Tuesdays at Oracle. Oh, hold on. Now that we're speaking about food, here, let's go here. Let's go somewhere. Lou has been doing some work. I don't know if you know, but he got with Capos, the restaurant in San Francisco. They
We mentioned that in the last show we did.
Donated a $50 gift certificate. Yeah. Now Tommy's Mexican restaurant has donated.
Not Tommy's joint.
Tommy's Mexican restaurant.
Joint. Okay.
Has also donated $50 gift certificate and a free pitcher of margaritas added to this to the whole Squares thing. So let's get into this. I updated the
dude. I want to win. I want to win just for the margaritas. I might be late for the game.
All right, and by the way, we just got a new square in.
Good. Oh, how we doing the Squares? Did you get my? I sent you a transfer. I'm in Toronto, and I linger up to a guy I don't even know. Oh, what's your name, Mark? You want to buy a square? It's in a good cause. Yeah, I'll buy a square. His name was Eisner.
Yep, he's in there.
I think he wanted number 31 on the board. Did you get him in?
He's in there. Yep, okay. He's in there.
Dude, I'm walking up. Guys, buy a square or tell your friends to support it. I've sold 11 squares, and some of you guys haven't bought a square.
He's going after the chat.
And I caught one of your shows recently, Eric. I gotta tell you, it's a good thing I wasn't on the air because I got awful fired up watching you. You had Chardall on the air in my absence, and he says, I can't afford a square. I can't afford a square.
Well, I think what he said.
Can I donate $50?
He does.
What? What are you talking about? So he can't afford a square, $20, but can I donate $50? I would have taken the 50 and ran, Eric.
Yeah, I think he said he doesn't want to buy a square because he doesn't know if he's going to be working. There you go. He doesn't know if he'll be working during that time. So, all right, let's play a promo. We'll get more into it.
Giant Sports Talk Live and the NorCal Sports Network have teamed up to give back to the community. We ask for your support as we aid in Haley Busby's fight for life in her battle with liver cancer. To take part in this fundraiser, you can purchase an entry for just $20, and the winner receives 4 front row dugout seats at Oracle Park for your choice of an August 8th game versus the Washington Nationals or the August 29th game when the Giants host the Baltimore Orioles. The winner will also get an on-field experience on game day and attend batting practice. So secure your entry now, as eligibility is limited. Draw date to be determined. The Busby family, Giant Sports Talk Live, and the NorCal Sports Network thank you for your participation and contribution to this worthwhile event, covering the San Francisco Giants and giving back to those in need in 2025. Giant Sports Talk Live and the NorCal Sports Network.
There you go. There you go, man. So we got a couple of guys freaking chipping in for as far as some food. So you guys will not go hungry if you win the square. Again, we're helping. This is a good cause. We're trying to help this young lady generate $2,000 so that she get the money that she needs for the cancer treatment and also just everyday life stuff. So, but not only are you helping someone in need, you have a chance to win 4 tickets to the front row of a Giants game. And you get all these perks. You get to go on the field for batting practice. Your name goes up on the scoreboard. You're going to get free food. If I'm not mistaken, I think everybody gets a free drink sitting in those seats as well. So it's awesome.
I got a question for you. If you and I attend with the winner and we get those seats down low, the question is, when they put our name up on the board, are they going to cheer or are they going to boo?
Oh, man.
That always worries me.
There you go.
Eric and Glenn from Giant Sports Talk Live, and the boo. Those guys are pricks.
Yeah.
And they're sitting in Lou Marston seats.
But hey, again, a big shout out to Lou. A big shout out to Lou. Not only is he donating these tickets, he's out there getting these gift certificates for food. So it's awesome. Again, Lou, much appreciated, man.
They'd always boo me. Guys, I'm selling squares to random strangers on the street in Toronto. So buy a square.
Yeah, there you go. It's only $20.
The guys in our chat must have friends and neighbors, wives and mistresses. They can get a square sold, Eric.
And guess what's coming up in 2 weeks? Father's Day. Father's Day is on, so hey,
My
maybe
dad,
that'd
my dad, I might do that, Eric.
be. Yeah, there you
I
go.
don't know, my dad would love to go to a game. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
if he could make it. Guys, do it. Buy your dad a square, put his name on the board, and let him have some fun. Wait for the big draw.
Yeah, exactly.
I
You
don't
never
know, Eric.
man.
I thought, you know what, Eric? To be honest with you, and I've been slow in the draw because I was way ahead of other fish to fry. I think I'm allowed 5 total.
5.
I got to get the other 4 up there, dude. I thought we'd be sold out by now. To be honest with you,
Yeah, I
I'm
kind
a
of.
little. I'm fretting. I'm a little. This is Eric, as my dad would say. This is a little woeful right now.
It's woeful. There you go. And by the way,
woeful.
I
Let's get on the board tonight. You know what? I feel like we're doing a PBS fundraiser. Get on. The phone lines are open. We need your support tonight.
there you go. And this is the updated one. As you can see, Los is in there. I just got a text from Dan. Los has
Good.
bought a square number 67. So Los is on the board now.
Way to
But
go,
yeah,
Los.
absolutely. So
Thanks, buddy.
again, guys, $20, man.
I knew Los.
Put your name down there, and then we're about halfway through.
Actually, I think we're a little bit. We got to be
Maybe a little bit more than half. We'll have to see. Yeah, it's up there. It's pretty good though, man. Pretty good.
Hopefully, one of my buddies who I sold one to Lumpy. And I don't know who Eisner was, but he opened up the wallet and says, "Yeah, here you go."
Hey, it
That's
is what it is.
Hey,
It's freaking awesome.
the only problem is this guy I sold the one to named Eisner. You see, he's in. You put him in number 31.
Yeah, he's in there.
If he wins, I got no contact info for him.
Hey, then
Who's
we'll just
anybody know who's Eisner in Toronto? I'm serious. This could only happen to me.
oh
I'll
man.
have to tell-
Hey,
I swear to God, if we draw the winner and his name's Mark Eisner, I'll go, Mark. I'll be on Facebook page and I'm like, anybody know a Mark Eisner? I'll be looking up. I'll be messaging every guy named Mark Eisner who has a Facebook. You ever been to Toronto?
You know what? We might have to redraw if we land on 31.
Oopsie.
Oh my God.
Hey, I say if we draw one, like a lot of the guys, I've sold about a dozen there to guys who aren't going to go. And I'm going to talk, whoever wins, I'll be working the phone that night. I'll call them. I think we should just, like Lumpy can't go. Lumpy he's in the first 4 or 5 numbers. If you draw him, he said, auction it off. And if you make another $100 or 500, but whatever you make, put it in the kitty. So that's class.
There you go, man.
Every little
Awesome.
bit. Dude, again, not to sound like a PBS, but every little bit helps, Eric.
Yes, it does.
I love it. You know what? I wish it was sold out now. I want to take pride in this whole effort, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Why not, man? This is, we're helping. We're doing our part to help where we can help. Where is it at? Right there.
And I know the family appreciate it, guys.
Yes.
Each and every one of you guys who do this, it is not going unnoticed.
And put this.
Oh, you see Wilmer's up. Hey, I missed. See Wilmer?
Oh, there he is.
He's out in the back. You can see his shadow lingering. He's been pretty quiet all day. Oh, he's going up. Look, he's up he got a new favorite spot in the highest perch of his new cat tree.
Nice. Hey,
So,
I'm
He's been quiet all day, including, what was he, 0 for 4 today, Eric?
Who's that? Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's. Yeah.
Oh, I did not tell, dude, Abraham, I did not tell this character Eisner, who I passed at the Toronto airport. I did not tell him, oh, yeah, are you sure you want to go with number 31? I was like, you know what?
Yeah,
Let's move that number while we can.
exactly. All right.
So that did cross my mind, Abraham. If he says take 31, I couldn't put it up on the board quick enough. It's not a number that is everybody wants to roll with, but hey. And that's the good thing about this draw. It's random. If you pick 1, 100, or anything in between, you could be the winner.
You could be a winner, man. You never know.
I think, wasn't it an odd number? Remember when we helped out? Dan did the one last year.
Uh-huh.
Predominantly, it was his shtick. Wasn't it like number 1 or number 2, 1? It was I remember.
I don't know what number
drew it. It was an odd number. Because I had Wilmer's number and my favorite number 29, and none of mine were even close. I'm like, how can we do this? Number 1 wins. That's like dumping it all in roulette. Red or black? How about 0? Come on. That happens. Only to me.
Got another square.
Hey, Anthony. What's up, buddy? Good to be back.
Got
again.
another square.
Oh, another square?
Yep.
What do we got on the board?
Aaron has
Thanks, Aaron.
kindly donated. He picks number 28. I can't believe no one has picked 28. It is now updated. How did 28 not go?
Double down says Glenn. Eric gave me number 14 for Bailey.
Oh, hey, come on. You wanted that.
Yeah, you wanted it. Yeah.
Come on, man.
Famous 31s. Larry
John Robinson.
Herndon.
Larry Herndon. Oh, there we go. There's Philip.
Right on, Philip.
All right.
I feel like Mr. Carter. You remember Mr. Carter?
Mr. Welcome back, Cotta.
Welcome back. New.
That was a catchy tune.
It was.
That was
John Sebastian. I believe it was 1976, Eric. Your dream was your ticket out.
Oh, did you hear who passed last week? Rick Derringer.
No more hoochie coos.
The man who
Rock
ushered
and
in the 80s theme. Everyone knew what the 80s theme music of Hulk Hogan. I am a real American.
Yeah. Well, I'm not into the wrestling like you, but
Wrestling. Dude,
like
that was a great song though, dude. Everyone who grew up in the 80s loved that damn song. He had ripping up pictures of Gaddafi, and you had American firepower. I'm like, what is this? It was crazy, man. It was the video was amazing.
you think I'm bad bringing you keep me in tow. You imagine the wrestling could go a little off the rails nowadays.
Yeah.
You don't want to go political.
No.
Nope. Muammar Gaddafi is the least of the problems.
Yeah, ain't that the damn truth?
Hey,
But,
when I was away, you've been so busy. Did you ever get a chance? Have you done a
I did.
military history?
I did one last Thursday, not yesterday, but 2 days ago, but the week before, yeah, I did one back on Abraham Lincoln.
Beautiful.
Back when he suspended habeas corpus.
You know the good thing too. You know the good thing about our squares giveaway, Eric. Speaking of Abraham, old Abe, our old buddy. If you win the tickets, you're at the first row by the dugout.
Right
so
there.
if Abe comes back from the dead and he was wearing his black top hat, dude. It doesn't matter. You're in the front row.
You're right there.
You can see Wilmer. You won't see Soler or Estrada.
You won't see Soler, Estrada,
you guys
Conforto.
there. Yeah. But
Yeah,
Wilmer will be right
guys.
there blowing bubbles. And no matter if that legendary president is around wearing his big, he wore that top hat. I don't know how he wore that.
If you look way down the line, you can even see Kapler with one leg up. You see him over there?
Blowing a fart. You still got my video?
Of course I do, man. What are you talking
Light a
about?
fire under my ass. Blow a fart. And everything explodes. And I'm going to be so happy and things are just going to blow up all around us. I went on a little tangent that night. You did good work.
Yeah, you know what though? That's kind of where we're at, though. To be honest with you, that's kind of where we're at. The Python's Pit. Yeah, remember the barbershop? Piper's Pit. Oh my God.
All right, let's get back to baseball.
Let's
tell
do
me
it.
this: how's the chatter been? I know we're closing in. We're closing in on the return of he's no Speedy Gonzalez, but the Mexican is on. I can see him. Coming over the border now, Eric. Is he going to help or me?
Encarnación, Encarnación.
Well, there you go.
See, you
I don't
riddle
know,
me.
man. I'm not hanging. But I tell you what, to kind of preface this, we're talking first base. Ibrahim, Wade might turn into a WWE after being DFA'd, hailing from Hitless USA. El Lasso is what he wants to call it. There's got to be a change at first base. Is Encarnacion the answer, Glenn? I don't know. Hey,
Can't
let's take
get
a look.
any worse. How about that?
Can't be any worse. Let's
It's
take
like
a look.
it's like we said over and over and over. We're talking about Buster making a move. Well, this is the simplest move to the equation. If it works, thank you. If it doesn't, we're no worse. He can't do any worse. And at least he's making solid. He's always made solid. Eric, I think in 1 month of baseball, he'll have better numbers than we've seen from Wade.
So
maybe 2 weeks.
Today, Encarnacion went 1 for 3 with a home run.
Dinger.
There we go.
How is our buddy? You know what I really missed? I missed getting some updates on our potential future first baseman.
Dude, he's hammering the ball. I'll tell you that. He hit a home run yesterday.
Yeah.
Dude, he is taking.
Is he in Double-A still?
Still in Double-A.
Emeralds?
Flying Squirrels.
Squirrels, I beg your pardon.
Let's see how he did
I
today.
like the Emeralds jerseys. I really like
Yeah, they're pretty cool. Eldridge today went 1 for 5 with 2 strikeouts.
It's funny. There must be a lot of people in San Francisco getting geared up for his arrival because that series I went to see Cincinnati Reds earlier in the season at home. Mm-hmm. Saw a lot of Sacramento hats in the crowd, buddy.
I bet. Yeah, River Cats.
Saw a lot of Caitlin Chen, but she ain't around, so yeah. Glenn's back.
Oh man, here we go.
Glenn's back.
Oh my gosh.
Jesus, they've won 2 games, Eric.
That's bad.
What do you mean
I know
that's
the
bad?
first game they won.
Like
Everyone
5 games. I thought they'd win 4 all year. They already won 2.
Oh, is that it? Oh, okay. Well, I guess
They've won 2 out of 5.
How about that? Uh-oh.
Surprised the hell out of me.
But I don't. Glenn, let's keep talking about this a little bit because yes, okay, you want Encarnacion at first base. Matos in right field. We talked a little bit about it earlier. Why not? We don't even know what Matos truly has because when he does play, he plays for a couple of games and then he sits. Yeah. Plays a couple of games and then he sits. Is that how you're going to get a true representation of what Matos can do for you?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, because I
haven't been guys are in the chat. Maybe they can tell us, Eric, if you're a little worried about making the deals, making the trades, maybe there's potential to do a shakeup right with what we've got aligning in the stars in the next few weeks.
Right.
Matos, Encarnacion. We could shake things up just by mixing it up, reach into the bag and pull something out. We might be able to do it without a trade.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. Glenn,
we got a few more pieces to play with coming, Eric. You put Encarnacion, it kind of shifts things, doesn't it?
We hope it does, right?
Well, because again,
it can't do any worse. I agree with you. So
and you've been calling for Matos since. Remember you and me? We were doing the Greg show. I did the Greg show over on Skaters. You've always been a proponent of Gad. Remember the night we did we predicted?
Mm-hmm.
And I said Wilmer will hit over 30, 34. You said 15. I got you beat, I think. But you were saying get Matos as at bats. Get him in there.
I wanted Matos to be out there.
Good call, Eric.
But what do we know? And I think to what JG is saying.
Like to see traded, Eric.
Oh, okay.
I'm only kidding.
I get what you're going.
I'm only kidding.
I
don't want to trade Eric. Eric Pinch, you were the pinch hitter for the last week. I can't trade you. You came in off the bench. Go to the lefty.
There you go.
Yeah, that might be a problem, Darren.
I was just going to go there. There is definitely an affinity. But you know what's weird? Glenn, it's a little bit weird because when Bob Melvin was with Oakland, he played the young guys.
Well, he
Now
didn't
that
have
he says
much.
with the
He
Giants,
didn't have much. He didn't have much else but the young guys. You know that,
right?
Eric.
True, that's true. But I don't see that happening here with the Giants. He's kind of more sticking with the veterans rather than the young guys.
Dude, you're going down a great road right now. I'll tell you, I've been watching. I'm going to throw it a team to you, Eric. I hope you've been doing your homework while I was away. Have you caught any of the stats, or maybe a few innings on TV of the Tampa Bay Rays? Now, there is a team that's going with young players and building a team of the future. Dude, if they don't win, you are talking. You want to be entertained? Watch the Tampa Bay Ray. They are so exciting right now. Chandler was sent to the minors the other
I
day.
saw that, and he's been having he's
And
been
he
doing
stole
well.
5 bags
He was batting like
in
285.
36 hours and got demoted.
Yep, some other
Who's that
guy was
tell
coming
ya?
off the IL. Yeah, that's crazy.
And I picked
man.
up that one of their outfielders back from injury. I made a big fantasy league trade this week.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, got a closer, got a first baseman. Yeah,
Did you look at my roster?
yeah, it
I
looks
got 2
better.
starting pitchers left.
Hey, how about that?
Tomorrow's
about
June. Well, actually, right now it's 12:01. It's
Well, there you
June 1st. That means
You're done,
next
huh?
2 months. So I got 60 days of nothing but relievers.
All right, let's see
And
how
then
it
I
goes.
close the season with a mix of relievers and starters. This is my strategy.
Okay.
I traded Senga. I
saw
what
that.
was up with that? I traded
He
Senga.
flipped it. He flipped
And
it.
he traded Senga to Dilly, and
Cease.
Dilly didn't play him today.
Oh, he didn't?
Senga got 22 points. He was on his bench. What the heck? He
Dilly.
slept in. Sleep at the wheel. Did you like my trade?
Okay, yeah, that was a decent trade.
I traded
No.
Bellinger.
Bellinger, Bellinger and Singa were the big guys. But
Oh,
you
no,
got
and the
Munoz.
catcher from KC.
Oh, and Perez, right? And then, but you got Torkelson and Munoz back, so that's pretty good.
Torkelson, Munoz, and the outfielder from Tampa.
Oh, is that okay? That's what it was.
I was thrilled. You know what? You've done it, I'm sure. I sent the trade over to Marcus, and I went, you got to give up something to get something.
Right, exactly.
And I said, he's still not going to bite it. He's not going to give me Torkelson.
Yeah, I'm just throwing this up because Anthony wants to buy squares. So,
Oh, giddy up. That's more important than my fantasy efforts, even though I'm leading by about 400 points.
but to your point, you're talking about playing some youth. I think that's what the Giants probably should do with right field. Come on, Yaz is a good bench player, right? Defensive replacement, and just do that, man. You might as well see what the hell you got. Damn, man. Gosh,
Hey, Romo, have you been disappointed with the youth pitching this year?
No,
Well, there you
I
go.
have not. No, I have not.
Let's keep it
You
in the
want number
family.
45? He wants 45. I think he wants 45. Anthony wants number 45. Let me add that. Cool.
I'm just tired, Eric, of looking around Major League Baseball at teams like the Orioles, and they're struggling this year. I'll give them that. But teams that are young, I don't mind. Dude, I think the Tampa Bay Rays, Minnesota, Seattle are some of the most exciting teams in baseball, and they're shaking it up with young players, dude.
I think the Giants need to do that.
And
I really
think we
do.
I've said it. You've heard me talk last year, because we only started this little channel called Giant Sports Talk Live in August last year. So
Right.
we haven't even come a full circle of season yet, a full
Not
year.
yet. Yeah, I know.
But I've been telling you since we started this show, I'm tired of stagnant baseball where there's no excitement.
Yeah, dude.
and you can
Because it was
say-
exciting in the beginning.
Yeah, but you can say a team, wow, they're winning. Yeah, Eric, they could be 10-0 and still not exciting. I mean, I want to be excited when I leave the ball. Go, holy, you won't believe what I saw. I never go home or watch the game on TV and tune into the postgame and go, I'm more like, yay, we won. I need excitement, Eric. Like,
Yeah.
when have we had, where are the dramatics?
The
Most,
dramatic-
what was it? Would you say the most dramatic thing was Texas throwing the ball all over the field like a bunch of little leaguers?
That
Is
was-
that
well, hey,
excitement, winning
Wilmer-
a game?
Wilmer hitting 3 home runs. That was
That's
pretty damn
exciting. There you go.
That was pretty exciting.
Did he hit 1? Did he hit 2? Did he hit 3?
There you go.
3, baby. But what happened? But dude, there's always a fucking negativity. He hit 3 home runs.
Now he hasn't done much since.
And what's the stat line? 1 run, no runs, 4 runs. You added up earlier. So you take the good and you got 2 weeks of freaking bad.
I know. I don't, and I can't, honestly.
I see Robert Rothberg's gotten quiet tonight. I think Robert's starting to realize that we got a little bit of a problem, Eric.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is I don't know what it is. Glenn, honestly, it's not injury. I don't
Today's
think
stat line really concerned me.
These guys aren't injured. They're just not getting the hits when it matters the most.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. I can't sit here and tell you. And I've been beating my head against the desk going, I can't tell you what it is.
Okay, do me a favor, buddy. Do me a favor. So I told you, and I was quite upfront with you, I didn't see the game today. So for me to look at that stat line and see that they had 3 hits, they scored a run, and they beat us, and had an error. How did they score their run?
Oh,
you didn't tell me.
It was
give me the full picture here.
Ray had a kind of a rough inning and walked a couple of guys, and then they had guys on second and third, and then someone got a base hit, and next thing you know, here comes the run. That's all it took. Just a little base hit out into, I think it went out to right center, somewhere or other, and then scored a run.
Dude, that takes me back
That's
to
what
last year.
He walked in a single.
That takes me back to last year. Do you remember I was in Cleveland and you were doing the show in my absence? It's a good thing you're here. I take a lot of absences, but I was in Cleveland, and you remember the afternoon when Ray made his debut, and you go, Jesus, the first inning was he hit in L.A. He walked a batter. He walked a batter.
Oh,
he gave up a hit. He walked a batter. Those walks kill him, dude. You say he had a great game. He must have had a great game, but the walks haunt him.
They do. Now, when that was like when he first came off Tommy John, so I'm not. But this year, did you know prior to this game, he hasn't allowed a run since like April 9th? Hasn't allowed a run. That's incredible.
Oh, I thought you were going to say we haven't scored a run. Oh, so okay.
Well, close to the
not far off.
We
haven't scored a run since April 9th, guys.
Oh.
So I got to get up early tomorrow and find a. Get a Marlins hat for me.
Got a Marlins hat.
I wish we had that video. That was cool. Remember that?
Yeah. Oh, I played it yesterday.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh, you had it? Oh,
it's on Twitter.
Missed all the good stuff.
Yeah. I also played
I'll tell you one thing.
His burger review.
Thing.
How about his burger review?
We crap on him all the time, dude.
Oh,
he's got a great voice. If he was doing television or radio, he's got a great voice. That was a great hit, Eric. That was a great hit. Now when I was managing, here's what I would have done.
Glenn, I still cannot get over the fact that guy was the manager of the San Francisco Giants.
I can't believe he got a job after being the manager of the Phillies in that fiasco.
Right, that was a mess.
I tried to stick up for him. I was at the National in Chicago about 5 years ago, and somebody said, "I see you took on our mess," and he was wearing a Phillies jersey. I go, "Oh no, he'll do a great job." Oh, I took one for the team. Robert. I took one for the team, and boy. But where do you pass blame? You know what? You can make all the jokes and criticize him all you want, but I think Farhan was. You know what? It doesn't matter who you were going to make manager. Dusty Baker. You can bring back the ghost of Tommy Lasorda, Eric. If you got Farhan up there pulling the puppet strings, you can't succeed.
Nope.
It's like when we let the one and only Shardall come in on the show. You know, it goes off the rails. No matter what we do, there's only so much you can do, right?
Only so much.
So we try to manage the situation, but Farhan, Shardall, there are a lot of similarities.
Yeah.
Both are big fans of the show, Eric. Did you know that? Boy, I missed you. I needed this. I'm having fun tonight, man.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's a good one.
I'm having fun tonight, pal. Good to be back with you.
Oh, it looks like we might be doing some more squares here. I see.
See, I put the price. I'm making the guys feel bad. Guys, buy a square. Come on.
D-backs lose 11-7. They couldn't get it done.
That was a hell of a first inning, though. 10 runs.
Who are they playing?
Who are they playing? What?
Who
Washington.
Was,
oh, it was Washington.
It was
Washington scored 10 in the first.
Goodness gracious, man.
Did you see earlier tonight, Eric? I've been a little quiet. I made. Was your phone going off? I made some roster moves earlier tonight. Chris Bassett, the pitcher of the Blue Jays, is now available as I moved him for Matt Wallner of the Minnesota Twins.
Ah, nice.
Who else? I made other. Josh Bell, in a Big Ten run inning, is now a
free agent
Asian Alliance member as I waived Marcelo Mayer, who is a bum. Jake Magnum went on the free agency wires. I pick up Abner. Dude, if you're named Abner Uribe, you got to be on my team. I got rid of Jeffrey Springs. I got Ernie. Oh, dude, you knew that was good. Could I go through the whole year without Ernie Clement? Hey. And then the big trade, Cody Bellinger, Salvador Perez, and Kodai Senga packing their bags, and they're heading over to, well, there have been some post moves since then, but they went to the Flint Tropics. Heading over to the Asian Alliance was Spencer Torkelson. Thank you, buddy. Josh Lowe and Andres Munoz.
That's who was Josh Lowe. That's who was Josh Lowe.
I was tickled pink, as my dad would say. My dad would look at that and say, who's this Marcus? That's woeful. I was happy. I'm gearing up now for the second of my three. This is a 3-part installment of my season. The pitchers, they're gone. I got 2 starting pitchers, and give me another. They'll get another start. They're gone. I'll either trade them or waive them. They're gone. I'm going relievers, and I bolstered my lineup.
All right.
I went the whole season, guys. We're here in June 1st. You realize, Eric, if there was a third baseman on my team and they decided to sit him, I had no backups. You can't put the pitcher at third.
No, you can't.
I had no players other than a starting lineup.
Yep.
Now, got a little comfort zone.
Okay. Let's see what you got.
Well, it doesn't matter. I still have a 384-point lead on second place Dan.
Yep.
And the stats are final for today. How did Dan do today, by the way?
I'm not sure. Let me look.
League standings. I had 50 and Dan had 48. My relievers did well today. There you go. There you go. So I picked up another 2 points, dude.
There you go.
I'm having so much fun. Dude, you can say what you want about my pitching. I used to lie early, but you know what? It's fun to be winning.
I hear you.
If you asked Robbie Dizzle, how were the first 3 weeks? It was a lot of fun.
Yep.
Dude, he should have, you know what? And I know I'm a fan. He should have traded Wilmer when he had the chance.
Yeah, no kidding.
Dude.
Who had the big day today?
You can't win if you play with your heart.
Droopy had a big day today. He had 87 damn points. Cliff, 82 points.
Oh, Dan, you're still predicted to finish near the bottom. Lamont Wade Jr. wasn't predicted to do what he did either. So, it's a little early. You win a lot. You coming in, Dan? I'm on the hot corner with you tomorrow. I'll be coming in hot on you.
Hot corner tomorrow. That should be fun.
I might have. Is Dan Cucciamilio going to be on the show? I might have to wear my new hat on the show tomorrow night. I love haters. Keep me going. How many squares do we got left, buddy?
What's that?
How many squares do we got left?
You know what? Let me count those up. Hold on. Let's do a little count here. Because now it's already been updated since. Dan, I'm going to have to send you a new update. Here we go.
The silence is deafening. Steve-O came in with 50. We're at even. Should I start singing like Chardon?
53.
Sold or available?
That we've sold.
47 on the board, guys. We can move those. So let's move them.
Nice.
And we're going to have a big crowd in for the hot corner tomorrow night. Let's move them tomorrow night, Eric. Let's get them done. We can have our draw. I'm anxious to see who wins. I want to go down. I want to win and sit next to Wilmer. Can you imagine? They'd be kicking me. I'd drive him nuts, man. Glengarry Glenn versus Dan Cucamonga. A cage match. Double Down says 69's a good number.
I really wish lumpy, but square 1 or 6. So it'd say lumpy turd. Yes, I'm
That
immature.
time of the show, I can see
Here
it
it
coming.
goes. Here we go. Oh my gosh.
Lumpy Los. There you go. How's Will doing? I haven't seen Will around in.
Will's doing well. He's doing
Yeah,
good.
he's okay.
Still rehabbing his leg. Yep. He's doing his barbecuing. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's doing well.
Good.
Yeah, Ryan. Yep. Marty tomorrow, and then the hot corner. Hot corner is going to be hot, dude. Hot corner is going to be hot tomorrow.
Yeah, I bet it will be.
Dude, if they don't win tomorrow, dude, oh my god, dude.
I told some guys, I was handing out the stickers and the bumper stickers when I was on that trip. I was promoting the show, and I told people, I said, you know what? It does, Eric. You know, you've been in this game close to a year with me. It defies logic as well. When the team's winning, the shows are here. When the team loses, the guys come in hot.
Yeah.
We got 91 tonight. If this team loses 6 in a row, we'll have 191.
Yeah, I know.
And I don't know what it is.
Vince is not happy. Oh my god.
When are we getting him on?
Camper. Yeah, we're gonna have to do an earlier show because doing it.
Well, we can tape it and we can air it, and you and I can stop it, and make comments, and there's ways around it.
Yeah, we could do something like that because I know the live chat likes to get involved too. I get it. I understand.
You tell him Glenny wants him back. I miss him. He does a great job.
Yeah,
he's great. And
well,
he said good things about me. I thought something bad was coming. He goes, I gotta tell you, I love you on the air, Glenn. And I'm like, but. And then he was going to pull a Robert Rothberger and Anthony on me. Love you, Glenn, but. Right, Anthony? You know where I'm going with that. You know.
I'm telling you, it's going to be absolutely nuts. If the Giants lose tomorrow, look, they've already lost. They're going to come back from this road trip under 500. So that's already a given. But if you lose the series to the damn Marlins,
yeah,
come on. Who's going to? I think Birdsong and the young kid Weathers is going to go for the Marlins.
I got to get a Marlins hat.
Got to get a Marlins hat.
Maybe I'll have one on the show tomorrow night. Eric and I, or Danny and I, can both wear Marlins hat tomorrow. Or no, I'm just going to go with the haters hat. I got to go with the haters. Yeah. It'll be good to be back with you guys, too. How was the show? You do a show last Sunday?
Yeah, we did the show last Sunday. Yep.
Dan, the three amigos?
Yeah, Dan was feeling a little bit. He's still on his meds because he had that hip replacement. So, yeah, he was – but we got through it. It was good.
He popped up on my phone the other day. He was waving – You know, sometimes he likes the props. He's got the glove, and he had a walker. He was throwing a walker.
Yeah.
I said, I don't have it so bad. I do it. He's got a walker. But I said, he's got it with one hand. That's good. I hope you're feeling good, Dan. That's cool, man.
I think he should be feeling better.
Yeah.
It's got to suck. It's getting warm here all the last 2 days over here, Glenn. Holy crap.
Dude, I come back here. It's like 96 today. And you and I were talking off air. You didn't tell the folks. You're like, oh, yeah, it's that hot here. I go, yeah, but you got air conditioning.
Yeah, I got air
You're
conditioning.
like, oh, shit. Yeah, I got no air conditioning. 98 degrees. I'm like, dude, you can't tell. I'm dying here tonight. Look at the hair on me. Holy, I get a haircut.
Dude, it's freaking almost 10:30 and it's still 78 degrees right now.
Dude, my hat. Hey, this is like look at this. It comes in handy, right? You know that comes in handy on this show. What does this team need? Well, I never noticed that.
Motivation.
Hey.
What
do we need?
There you go.
I think we'll get motivated if we get Mottos and right and Encarnacion at first.
Hey, you're going to have to do something because
blow
this
a couple of farts and like this
blow
thing.
A couple of farts and call it good. Exactly.
Call it a night.
What else do we got?
Hey, Val, I was talking about Val earlier. Missed the call.
Yep. Yeah, I don't have anything in there.
Off the meds, no more walker, but now need back surgery.
What?
A herniated. Poor, I don't mean to laugh. Poor Dan.
Holy shit, dude.
Well, didn't they do a show of The Walking Dead?
Oh, my God.
Dan, Leg is on fire in pain with.
No, I know what you're
dude.
talking about. I know about that. You know about that
My
too.
life.
I know
They
you're the
can't
same
fix
way. I'm the
mine.
same. I'm the same. I just don't want to go get back surgery. I don't want to have anything to do with that crap.
Oh, I had the back surgery. It's fucking. Dude, you know what's worse than 98 degrees in the summer? 98 degrees, you can't get out of bed. Dude, Dude, you could smell me a mile away. The sweat and you just winter. That is a winter occurrence. You get your surgery in January, not in June. But I hope you feel better, Dan. I feel. What is it? I feel your pain and ease his pain.
There you go. There you go. Double down. He's getting out of here. Thanks, Double. Appreciate hanging out. Says love you, Glenn.
Hello.
Senior, wishing you a welcome wishes back. There you go.
It's nice to be loved.
Look at that. Welcome back. Good to see
I love you
There
too.
go.
Thank you. The guys are good. You know that. I get
absolutely.
some of the guys in here.
Man,
the nights that we kind of, you and I are buddies, and some nights I'm like, Eric, you don't know what you're talking about. You know what? I still love you.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it's just a baseball.
I rip on
baseball talk.
I told you at the beginning of the show. I rip on Robert Rothberg like he was my, my worst enemy.
Ha.
I told you I told you, dude. Did I say it, guys? I missed Robert when I was away. Anthony is always good for a good, left or a right or a double cross once a show, but I missed him. I miss being able to do this, guys. I watch my clock here in this time zone. It's like 2 minutes to 10, and I know we get to talk Giants baseball. And we get to get fired up about something we love.
Yep. It's fun, dude. I love this stuff.
And the fact that we were losing, we got swept by Detroit, and I wasn't here for the fun, I was pissed.
Yeah.
Because it's so much fun.
I tell you what.
I can't believe I'm saying that. It's so much fun when we lose.
Look at that. There you go. I will say Glenn gained my respect being right on Wilmer. Look at that.
Thank you.
Hey, look at that.
Thank you.
But
you know what? The thing that this pisses me off. Am I wrong, Eric? If Wilmer could string that, dude, he could hit 60. But he goes cold for 3 weeks.
Yeah, he's streaky.
And then he hits 400 and hits 5 dingers in 10 days.
But one thing I'll tell you, one thing that I like about Wilmer.
Want me to ring it up?
Is there you go. One thing I like about Wilmer is he gives you a competitive at bat every time he comes up.
He does.
Ramos is the same way. Look, does it mean you always get a hit? No, but he gets a lot of pitches out of the pitcher.
That's true.
And he tries to do his best. Now the only thing is, like I said, when he hits the ball on the ground, man, that's where it gets kind of ugly. But hey, it is what it is. I mean, the guy's batting cleanup for the team right now, right?
Oh, dare we get ready to close it up? Are we going to go down that rabbit hole?
Hey, Ben, if you're up to it.
A song to close it out? Because I'm getting tired. I'm getting
a little. It was a long
How you doing?
day,
We had a good show tonight, guys.
Yeah,
I hope you have been entertained. And it's only going to get better tomorrow night with the hot corner.
The hot corner tomorrow, man. I tell you what, guys. I tell you what. If for those of you who are watching, if the Giants lose tomorrow, please tune in to the hot corner. It's gonna be
spicy.
It's gonna be lively.
And I get to say my thanks. I did it on the show earlier, but if anybody, I know Dan knows him. What's his name was really good to me. He sent me a lot of messages there. Our buddy Lou. Yeah, Lou was like, "Hey, how you doing, Glenn?" In fact, he said, "I missed you on your show," so that was kind of cool.
There you go, man.
Coming from what we call we're all buddies now. The competition say, "I miss you on your show, man. I hope you're doing well. Can't wait to get back." So, thanks, Lou.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and Lou's done a lot for those squares too, buddy.
Oh, he has, man. He's really stepped up.
He's moved up. I've been moving the squares. He's been moving the food. And I know Lou doesn't miss a meal. I hope if we're giving away the prize, it better be there.
Yeah, there you go.
Pizzas and $50 gift. Hey, Lou, you better come through now. I got hungry delivering it.
Now the question is, when can you get back to the country? That is a topic for another day.
I'll come up with a slogan for that one too. We got Pato today. Yeah.
Yeah, Marty will be on early.
Paco. No, Pato. Paco. Posey always chickens out.
Yeah, exactly. All right, here's kind
Thanks,
words
buddy.
from Dan. There you go. Good to see you back. Sorry to hear about what you've been dealing with. There you go.
It's just a fact of life. It's and you know what I told Dan, guys, if it could be this year, it could be next year, it could be 5 years from now, but when I disappear again, it'll probably be for longer, and there are reasons. You probably have told my dad's not well. So
Yeah, your dad's not well. Yeah,
any day I could have to. I say, Eric, I'm going to be gone for a month. I don't know. So it's a rough, guys. You know, I said to Eric, when you know things are rough, and you know there's an inevitability in life, you're still never ready for these things, man. My dad, it's tough. My dad and I watched ball all week, and I was texting Eric, and my dad's opinionated. He said, I'm gonna have to call him up and get an audio clip. Son, this team is woeful. And at least we can live on the show, man.
Yeah, there you go.
This team is woeful. That was the Detroit series. So I'm wondering what he's saying about today's game.
Oh my gosh. You know what? It's probably better he doesn't watch Giants games. He'd spend his time better doing something else.
And when the Giants are playing really well, Bernice gets mad because he doesn't get all excited. He goes, yeah, they're not bad. She goes, what do you mean they're not bad?
That's funny.
Does that mean they're really good? They're not bad.
Nice. He's low key. There you go.
Well, he's low key, but he gets his point across. This Giants team is
woeful. Yes,
all righty. One last hurrah. We'll play the song after. Hey, Chardall, I missed you.
Hey, Glenn. I missed you. I missed you too. I'm a big fan. I really missed you.
Get rid of my haters hat just for you.
I'm happy that you're back.
Thanks, buddy.
It's great to see you.
Okay, I got a big question for you, Chardall, and I want your honest opinion. Okay, can I get an honest opinion from you?
You can get an honest opinion from me.
Okay, and I'm being very serious. I think it was the show before I left. You had some concerns about the production value of the show. Has Eric been entertaining? Has he been bringing it? Has he delivered in my absence?
Eric has been delivering it in your absence.
Yeah, because I thought you stepped out of bounds there.
Eric has been bringing it every single night, and I hope he brings more because I really love how much what he's bringing.
So he pumped it up a bit. He took it up a notch.
Eric took it up a notch and pumped it up a little bit.
Yeah, you know what it was, Eric, because you dropped him into the show. He thought he'd never come on again, right? Eric did a little. If he was with us, he got hard on Eric, and Eric did this.
Eric, you might be one of the most entertaining people on the show.
I don't know about that.
No, you are. You are.
I don't know about that.
I'm glazing you. I'm glazing Eric.
What about me?
At my work, I glaze everybody at my work. Whoever comes and plays my games, I glaze them. Like, even if you didn't make that one, you can make the other one. You can make 3 in a row. You can make 4 in a row, 5 in a row, 6 in a row.
Eric,
you can make everything, man. Don't give up.
Talking about glazing you,
I like glazing you.
Okay, so you're telling me I don't bring it anymore?
No, Eric and Glenn both bring it.
Okay.
He's speaking to you in third.
No, you both bring it. You have your unique way of making the show entertaining. That's what I love about the show.
Well, you have a uniqueness about you.
No, that's why I love calling to the show, man. I love supporting you. Love supporting Giant Sports Talk Live.
Call-in show area?
And I love supporting both of you guys.
Chardall,
You two are amazing.
Right on, Joe.
What do you think of the Giants' performance today?
It was a shit show today. We lost to the Marlins 1-0. This was the most embarrassing performance I've ever seen as a Giants fan. We need to bring it tomorrow.
Yeah, he was. He was calling me fat last night.
Eric, I was trolling you guys. I'm not rooting. I'm rooting for the Giants, not the Marlins. I'm trolling you guys. You knew I'm rooting for the Giants.
I know you are.
I'm trolling you guys. I do that all the time. I troll people.
Hey, we're into a brand new month.
I try and root for the other team, but you know what I'm rooting for. I'm rooting for the Giants.
Dude, I talk a lot, but this guy likes to hear the sound of his own voice. Chardall, Listen, we're moving into Sunday. It is June 1st, brand new month. We got a little play-by-play going on your channel today.
Not today, but I'll tell you the next time I do it. I'll let you know next. I'll keep you updated next time I do play-by-play. I'll keep you updated so you'll know when I go live.
All right. I appreciate that because there's nothing brings me more joy and warms the cockles of my heart than tuning into your play-by-play. I turn down the Giants broadcasters and I put Chardall on and watch it on TV. Eric, it is like I can honestly say nothing I've ever heard before.
Hey, while we got you, prediction for tomorrow.
Eric,
Prediction for tomorrow.
My prediction for tomorrow: Giants are gonna bounce back from this loss today against the Marlins. They're gonna win 5-0 tomorrow
Against Ryan Weathers, lefty.
And Wilmer Flores is gonna hit 3. Wilmer Flores is gonna hit 3 home runs.
Ramos
is gonna hit 1 home run, and Jung Hoo Lee is gonna hit 2 home runs.
That's like 6. I lost track. 6, 7 home runs.
6 home runs.
Then
So what he's saying is we're going to break. We're breaking our May record gets broken on June 1st, Eric.
Eric, I love your sense of humor.
1 minute he's talking about glazing, the next minute he's talking about the Giants blowing their load on June 1st. God,
Giants are gonna bounce back. This was a shit show performance today, and they have to bounce back tomorrow for sure.
Oh, they do.
They have to win tomorrow.
Chardall, how was it? What song did you put together tonight?
It's called Welcome Back, Kotter. Do you know the show, the TV show Welcome Back, Kotter?
Oh, you're
with John Travolta.
No way,
dude.
You're singing back.
No, I put the link in the chat for Glenn. It's for Glenn because Glenn is back on the show.
I appreciate that, Chardall. I always tell you know what, when I'm down,
you.
Eric, when you're down, he's always. Remember, you were having a down night, and he said, "Eric, I want to cheer you up." And say, he cheered me up. He's saying,
"Journey." He did. Glenn, it's for you.
Oh, it's for me.
Because you're back on the show. I just want to play something special for Glenn. Because
dude, Glenn is much appreciated.
Glenn is a very special person in my eyes. Also, Eric too. You two are very special in my eyes. Both of you guys. Both of you two.
Yeah.
Not just Eric. Eric and Glenn. Both of you guys are very special to me.
We love you.
There you go.
And I love calling into your show. You know how it gives me so much pleasure to.
If you get the song, Eric. All right, Chardall. We're gonna listen to the song, close out the show. Okay,
so buddy? So tough loss for the Giants. They fall to the Marlins 1-0.
He loves me, but he doesn't listen.
And we gotta bounce back. But Glenn, I'm sorry if I keep cutting you off. I know I have to focus on not interrupting people in mid sentence, cutting people off.
Okay, because when I want to cut you off, I just do this. So I'm going to give you one more shot, Chardall. Tell us about the song before we close out the show. Tell us what are we going to hear? What do we got?
The song is called. It's the theme song from Welcome Back, Kotter, starring John Travolta. It's a very.
It better not just be the freaking video off YouTube or something.
It's a video off YouTube.
We can't
play that.
Can't play that.
You can find an instrumental version of the song which doesn't have lyrics.
Can't do that. Well, you know what? I appreciate it. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to close out the show. We're going to see if you're as Eric would say, the great Chardall. It's like he's a magician. Yeah. He's got something up his sleeve every show.
Eric's
got a nice ring to it, doesn't it? Doesn't it have a nice ring to it?
I love when you do that. The great Chardall. He's going to take us out of here tonight, Eric. Thanks, Chardall. See you tomorrow. Good luck. Hopefully the Giants can win. Eric, I got to do it because I'm back, feeling good. Where is it here? You know what I'm going to do.
Yeah, I know where you're going with it.
You know what I want to do. We haven't done.
Did you find it?
Did you find it in the channel? It's called Glenn's Favorite Song.
What's up, Chardall?
I'm going to be singing a song for you today.
You don't have to. It's up to you, man.
I'm not saying don't stop believing because you're not having a great day, so I want to lift up your spirits.
Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who have tuned in, the great Chardall will be performing Don't Stop Believing. Take it away, Chardall.
Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere. Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. He took the midnight train going anywhere.
Detroit.
A singer in a smoky room. A smell of wine and cheap perfume. For a smile they could share the night. It goes on and on and on and on. Strangers wait. Up and down the boulevard, their shadows searching in the night. Street lights, people living just to find emotion, hiding somewhere in the night. Working hard to get my fill. Everybody wants a thrill. Paying anything to roll the dice just one more time.
Right now.
Some will win, some will lose.
Back to the blues.
Some are born to sing the blues. Whoa, the movie never
remember that
ends.
part in the
It
original.
goes on and on and on and on.
Here we go, guys.
Strangers
There it is.
waiting. Up and down the boulevard, their shadows searching in the night.
He's going to drop it when we least expect it.
Street lights, people living just to find emotion, hiding
I hear you.
somewhere in the night.
Where's the chorus?
Don't stop
There we go.
believing. Hold on, street lights, people. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Street lights, people.
That was pretty good, except the chorus. You lost me in the chorus, man.
There's only one thing about, every time I got to give him his prop. That was the great Chardal.
I'm having chest pain.
Dan, I
Every
heard
time
you
I
did.
listen to it.
Just got healed and popped back into place with that singing. Chardal, the great healer.
Unfreaking
Wow.
believer. Dan, we got to take Dan to the big tent over there in Walnut Grove. There every Wednesday night.
The faith healer. There you go, man. Take him to the faith healer.
I haven't talked about that one with you.
Yeah, there you go. The
He goes
faith
and
healer.
he tells the minister, "Yeah, can we do can we team up and do a service? Oh, by the way, there'll be one every Sunday and Wednesday now." Yeah.
Hey, before we get out of here, Fuji donates $2. Says you need a
Thanks,
cigarette
buddy.
and a shot of bourbon after that song. Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Jeez. All right.
Dude, my great
Let's get the heck
sex.
out of here.
The great Chardal. There you go.
Yeah, buddy.
Dude, I don't like to bring that one every day, but there's something about that. He said, I like the way you started. He goes, Eric, you're having a bad day. I'm thinking about you. So I
Comes in
wanted
with
to cheer you up. And it cheers me up every time we play that.
I wanted to hear Welcome Back, Cotter. That would have been awesome.
I thought he wrote an AI to the music or
So
something.
did I. He was going to play the damn shit right off YouTube.
That's why I double checked. I said, welcome back. Dean. Catchy number, but we'd lose our license.
Yeah, no kidding.
We would. Oh, I'll tell you what, Eric. That's Chardal.
That's Chardal. Not tomorrow. Tomorrow we're doing Hot Corner Chardal. By the way, guys, tomorrow we will be back with the Hot Corner. Myself, Glenn, Dan, and Lou will be back at it to talk about the series against the Miami Marlins. It should be entertaining.
Are you saying that you, me, Dan, and Lou together might be a good show?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
what would you little maniacs like to do first?
But I blew it because I hit the wrong one. Let me do that again. Do you think you, me, Dan, you need one of those? You know what? I have so many props for the show. I need the big thing that goes take two.
The clapboard. Yeah.
Clip 86-B. Eric, do you think that tomorrow night you, me, Dan, and Lou actually can put together a great show?
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Well, according to Chardal, we're capable of bringing it now.
Exactly.
And you will be entertained.
Absolutely.
Eric, I had a lot of fun. I'm glad to be back, buddy. Sorry I left you hanging. Those
good.
shit happens. So looking forward to tomorrow night and seeing the old guys from NorCal. So
absolutely, guys. Again, tune in tomorrow, 8:00. We'll talk about the series and of course just other baseball stuff. So it should be fun. All right, Glenn, it was good to see you back, and then we'll see you guys.
Good to be seen. Thanks, guys, for all you guys do. I love our chat. I love the guy. You know what? I fight with them some nights. I yell at them. I get guys who go, I'm not coming back if Glenn doesn't stop yelling at me. It's just me. It's just me. Tell them when I'm on my way, just say, that's just Glenn being Glenn. He's the first guy that pick you up on the side of the road and throw you back over. But
all right.
See you tomorrow, guys.
We'll be back tomorrow. Woo!
You've been watching Giant Sports Talk Live with Eric and Glenn, a Northern Lights Entertainment Broadcasting production.